Hi, this is Jackie.
Hi, this is Diana.
And you're listening to HomeBodiesOnly, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we dissect and break down HBO series. And this episode, we are talking about Somebody Somewhere, episode 2. I should clarify with season 1, because there's going to be a season 2. Episode 2 is called Knick-Knacks and Doodads. And you know what's funny? Episode 1 was called BFD, and I never addressed it. I wanted to, because I wanted to be like, I assume that stands for big effing deal, like, because she was a big effing deal back with show choir. I don't know. For some reason, we didn't talk about that last episode. But I did name it Best for Diana, because you know that, right? That I named it that.
Yes.
Okay. Because we had to find the show. Well, really, it works for both of us, but that's Best for Diana, you know. We are back on our other platform today because of the big F up with my volume. And you know, the devil you know, right, is better than the devil you don't know, maybe. Not that this platform's a devil, but there's been some stuff. But I'm pretty sure we're sticking with this one. But I couldn't do a video for YouTube, so hopefully this will be a video. So we want to show our cups. Hopefully this time you actually do see them. We did talk about them, and I will put another link. I put a link, I think, in the last one description. Yes.
HomeBodies only.
And I even have the metal straw it came with.
Oh, you're going with the straw tonight. All right.
Because I was going to try not to make too much noise, but it makes the same amount of noise. Well, like the ice, it still makes the same amount of noise. And I do have this weird stray hair. Ow. Okay. What was I going to say? Of course, it just went to that. All right. So we start off. Sam. Sorry. I did want to clarify. I said that Murray Hill was in a show from HBO that we watched. No. Murray Hill was in the Amy Schumer show that was on Hulu. That I forgot the name of it. Not a comedy. It was like a fiction show. And that's what I was mixing up. And I did watch that when I had COVID, so I don't know if that's a reason that I'm like hallucinating. I don't know. But so that's one clarification. I think that's it.
Sometimes it's hard to place people. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You watch so much. Wait.
Yeah. When we're such streaming aficionados here. But I wanted to tell you, Murray Hill did like our story about the show. Right. Joel, Jeff Hiller, right? Saw the story. Yeah. Did not like it or dislike it, but he did post it. But no, he did see it, because I could see that he saw it.
We know his eyes met with ours.
Yeah.
So to speak.
But Bridget did not see it. She's the one to try to get. Or neither did. I think I tagged. Did I tag? I think I tagged Tricia, the woman who plays Tricia.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't see it. Wow. She's not the real same person, you know.
I know.
She's not likable. Okay. So Sam is sleeping on the couch, and before I say anything, I froze, I paused. I always want to call it frozen, but I paused the scene. I don't remember what I was doing, but nothing matches. Like, why? There's literally, like, it's a plaid couch. Everything looks kind of like it's from maybe the 80s, like, I don't know, like a grandma's house.
Well, I think I was getting the sense that her sister kind of was like that too. Very eclectic taste, maybe?
But it doesn't even look hip.
It all put together?
No, it really doesn't. Like, it doesn't look like someone.
It look like a college.
I know, but her sister was like older. Not even college.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, remember, like in college, like you didn't have any money, but you like put stuff together and you tried. Yeah, I don't know.
Go with plain. I don't know. I just. And then curtains had nothing to do with anything. I just want to make a note. She's woken up by like a chainsaw. I don't even know if it was a chain. It wasn't a chainsaw. It was a saw, some kind of saw, right?
Yeah,
puzzle saw.
It was a circular saw, I think.
Yes, it was a circular saw. Yep. because the second time around I watched it. Oh, no clue, by the way, what the actor's name is who plays her neighbor. Should have
Oh, he's so
should looked
cute.
up that. Yeah, it's really cute. I wrote cute. She's woken up. She's all upset, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. It's 12:30," and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh," and then she just has underwear.
Oh, that was great.
I wonder if some
That
of this was
great.
improvised too, because it has that feel, even though it might not
Yeah.
be, where she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, they're my mom's," and he's like,
They're my mom's.
"Vintage," and she's like,
Listen, I
she's
feel like the house was kind of like a vintage vibe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're in what, Kansas? I mean, do we really?
apparently in Kansas,
None of the houses are like.
I guess
inside
not
or like
in Kansas. Like they have no clue.
even Tricia's house was kind of boring.
Oh, terrible. Well, yeah,
but her store was cute.
her store was cute, but
store
we
was
were
cute.
in Charity's house. Actually, I thought
Oh, that wasn't her. Oh, okay.
I was
Sorry
very
about that.
confused on that. To be honest, I got confused.
Okay.
Whose house it was?
So her husband plays video games at everybody's house?
That's You know what? You bring up a good
That's
point.
an issue for me.
Because something's weird with that. Yeah, I first thought it was Tricia's house, and then I think when I watched it the second time, I was like, oh, it must be Charity's house. Maybe
Okay.
because Coop was in the bathroom, but I realized Coop
Listen, he might just
might
pop up.
go to the bathroom everywhere, and Rick
Yeah,
brings
and-
the Nintendo or whatever it was, right?
Right.
We'll get into that bathroom
Yeah.
thing, though, because I have a comment. All right, so anyway, so there was cute. They were, like, flirting. Not flirting, but no, there was, like, something there, maybe, a little bit,
Cute.
right? But anyway, she says, they're my mom's about the underwear, and he says vintage, and then she's like, she's a great shopper. So then she goes to brunch, and Fred Rococo is there, aka Murray Hill, and Joel with Michael, and basically they're done or whatever, and Sam wants to stay and drink her coffee. Joel wants to stay too, and Michael's like, oh, it was kind of weird though, because Michael's like looked at him weird, but then like left. Like I don't know. I feel in real life with that, they have been like, what? Or then I'll stay, or I don't know. It was just kind of odd.
Right.
So I don't know. So then she's supposed to go to her sister's store, and he's like, I'll go. You know, he totally just wants to hang out with her. And then we come to find out like he is a total regular customer, and it was great. Yeah. He picks up, I don't need this candle, you know, the whole thing. Her sister wants Sam to write out invitations for something called Crazy Days, I think that's happening in the village or whatever, you know, in the town. Because she has apparently really nice handwriting. And as they're leaving, they see Rick and Joel, and she's like, oh my God, he was at the choir practice. And Joel's like, yeah, I've seen him there. And she's like, is he gay? He's like, you don't have to be gay to be like at choir practice. And she's like, something's going on, you know. This is when she gets home and she like flirts with the neighbor, who we find out his name is Drew. What's funny is like, he's like, this is the first time you've ever like said hello. You've been here a year, you know. And she's like, I'm trying to be more a people person or something. And they go back and forth, and he does make a real, I watched this the first time I watched it. I didn't watch it all the way through. I watched part of it and then went back. But the whole comment about like the plants, because she was like, oh, he was talking about he's building a trellis, and she's like, I have some sticks and dirt, and he's like, but I don't have much luck keeping anything alive. And he's like, well, you know, with Holly. I was like, oh my God, that wasn't funny at all. It's like, I thought that was her sense of humor. Oh my God. But then he says his name's Drew, and she's like, four letters, four letters or DR. Yeah. Like the F word, you know, comes out of her mouth. And it was funny. It was cute. Then they go to her dad at his house, and he finds a bottle of like, alcohol in what I think is her mom's coat, and then her mom comes walking around the corner. Then it goes to Sam at work, and they like they show a sign that says like no cell phones during grading. And she's looking at her cell phone, and this girl we find out named Monica is looking at her over her shoulder. And then she goes and tells on her to Irma. Then Irma calls her into the office. I mean, the whole thing. The two women, like Irma and Monica, those two women look like they were going to laugh. Like, I wonder if filming that scene, like, they just burst out laughing. Because Bridget doesn't look like that. She looks serious, but at one point Irma's like, and there's a smirk there because she's like, catching her. But
again, this is like Office Space.
Oh, it was so good.
All
And Monica's
scenes,
like,
I feel like,
I've been there. I've been where you're standing. I was like, she's sitting right now, by the way. She's not standing. And then she's, and they're asked, like, what's your daily quota for grading? She's like, how many essays, in a day? They can make anything into like a money making, like, what's your quota for grading essays? I mean, again, how many tests are these kids taking and where are they taking the tests? And wow, it's crazy.
tests being, handed out in Kansas.
Yeah. And there's chances to move up and be ahead of a team of grading. And she moves her over to Monica's team, which I don't know how that happened. I thought Irma and Joe were friends too. She was at the choir practice.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about.
This is a big category for what? I didn't know that this was like a sector of.
No, me neither. Like of work, like cubicle life. Like, had no clue there was a whole, like, business sector.
Couldn't they make it a little bit more office-like and not like sitting in a cafeteria? It felt like they were like in a cafeteria.
It looks like
where
a
they
makeshift.
actually take the tests. There's just tables.
It does look like where they take the test. Is that what you're saying? Yeah,
right.
It does. It does, and that's where they work.
Give them like a little cubicle.
I guess they have to watch each other because they're not supposed to be looking at their phones. I don't know.
Don't teachers grade those things? Like, don't they have to like sign up?
Teachers that sign up, like there's retired teachers that do it, and yeah. It was.
We gotta look into this.
Totally gonna look into this. And Monica quotes from the Katy Perry song. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? She was in middle school when that came out. I was 30 something, I believe, right?
Right. And then it took me a second. I was like, wait. And then I had to sing the whole thing.
I know. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Because I was thinking at first when she first said the line, I was like, oh, that's the opening for The Hills.
Oh.
And it wasn't.
No.
Yeah. Remember that song?
The rest is still unwritten. That one.
Yes.
The rest is still unwritten.
Yes, not even close. Yeah. And I was like, oh, right. Firework, cracker, whatever. Katy Perry. Got it.
Baby, firework. Okay. They won't be singing that at choir practice. Definitely not. No. So she's in the break room with Joel. And she's like basically complaining about the job. She's like, as a bartender, nobody was watching me. The whole thing. Yeah. Welcome to corporate America, sister. Even in public schools, everybody's watching. No, not watching that much, but watching. I don't know. And then they get into a thing, and Joel's like throwing the Oreo cookie. That was bothering me. Did that bother you? That had to have bothered you. That he threw the Oreo cookies at the vending machine. That was bothering me.
But I think he was aiming for the garbage can to be.
Oh, I thought he was
like as if it was
literally. I thought he wanted to smack it against the vending machine and break it. She goes, "That's really satisfying." They're like, "King!" And then she threw it, and she got it. I fell into the vending machine.
Oh, okay. I miss. Okay, I was.
What you thought would make sense.
Like,
no, he was. Like I said, I watched it twice, and this part, the first time around, I was like, "What is he doing?" Like, I thought there was something to get it into, like it would hit something and then go in the garbage. He was literally just trying to smash it, I believe, against the vending machine. Okay. I don't. Yeah, it was.
There was a broom.
It was bothering me a lot. Yeah, because then she'll get in trouble for that too. She will.
Somebody's peeking around the corner.
Yep.
I'm telling Irma.
So she goes to her parents' house. Her mom is passed out, sleeping. It's very sad. And I mean, my mom naps a lot too, but I think there was more from
this is
other things.
Yeah.
Sam is getting sheet music from the piano bench. Looks like probably for choir practice. She asks where Dad is. She goes outside, thank God, and looks for him. And he's trapped in what looks like a silo. Yeah, I would call it a silo, right? Yeah. So gets him out. She's like, "Why didn't you wake up Mom?" He's like, "It's not her fault." I don't think she would have heard him though. He might, right?
No, and he knows that she's obviously hiding her
drinking. Yeah.
Liquor. So.
Yeah.
she's going to be no help to him.
No. Scary. I wrote Charity's house. Again, maybe it's not. I don't know. Once Coop was laying out
In the
a,
bathroom,
you know what, deuce in the bathroom.
Right.
I thought it was their house. Also, they apparently only have one bathroom downstairs.
That might have been the powder room. Usually houses like that have
but she didn't say you can use the bathroom upstairs. Like nobody said that.
Nobody's offering her anything. Basically, they don't.
No.
They're just super mean to her.
Yeah.
I didn't like the vibe I got from the two husbands.
Neither one.
Yeah.
Or what do you mean? Or them?
I just
They
were in the same room together. I was like, what's going on?
Oh, really?
What is that? I'm not alluding to like a relationship. I'm just alluding to like you guys are scums.
Yeah, I know.
There was something weird about the way that they played the camera too. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this up in my head.
And Coop was like all over Charity kind of at one point. She was like, he just looked like a plastic.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't know. They were gross. So they're doing the invitations, and Rick brings pizza, gives change to Tricia, says like they must have raised the prices because it didn't have a lot of change. But then later, Sam sees a lot of cash in his pocket.
Do you think he has like a gambling problem, or do you think he's dealing something, or what is your thought?
I put
the whole like being at the choir thing is random too.
That was random, yeah. She asks about work, and he says it's slow as SHIT, and he has a lot of cash. I was like, well, was he fired? Maybe. Yeah. And he's just trying to get money because he's fired and he doesn't have any money.
He just plays video games all day. So
apparently. Maybe he's trying to win money playing video games and he quit his job.
I'm sorry. And she's okay with that? Like she seems like she's very strict.
Right.
And opinionated. Like, you're okay with that? Are you serious, Clark? Like,
but that happens with women who can't. I shouldn't say that. She's not in control of him, so she tries to control everything else. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Well. And
also, she could just be blinding herself to the bad parts because she just is settling. Again, I'm over analyzing everything here.
Keeping things intact.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
rather it look good, I'm married.
Yeah.
He provides, he's here, whatever. I don't know. We'll find out though, I have a feeling. I hope. Sam goes back into the kitchen and Tricia and Charity are whispering, obviously, about her. Charity starts like congratulating her for her job and she's like, oh, I heard you were with Joel. I'm like, moron, really?
Yeah.
What? You don't know. I don't know. That was funny. Especially that he comes into and he's a customer. Like maybe they know nothing about his personal life at all. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, okay. And she's like, maybe a boyfriend, maybe the gym. Rude comment. Sam wants to, I put hide in the bathroom, but Coop's in there, so going to be a while, which is really gross. But what is it with men? I don't know. I mean, I probably shouldn't ask, but like, I know in my experience, when men use the bathroom, I don't know why. Yeah. Why does it take so long?
Yeah.
What's going on?
They really,
Did they not really have to go right away? Like they're just like, I know I'm going to have to go in 20 minutes, so I'm going to go in now. Right. Like I don't understand. And if it takes,
when you got to go, you go and you get out quick.
Yeah. And like, if you're having problems, if it takes that long for something to happen,
you should see a doctor.
Something's wrong. But it seems like every man this happens to.
Yeah.
Why?
It's like their little office. And it's not like the potty is like, it's not like is the toilet's like a comfortable seat.
No.
Like
it's cold usually.
I mean, unless you have like some 2.0 cushion or something. I don't know. But
what is it? What's going on?
Really a place I'd want to just sit and hang.
And what? Someone needs to investigate this.
But they have their phone, right? A lot of men take their phone.
And that's even grosser. Think about that.
I know.
But the germs are in the air.
And they're scrolling and reading the news and the ESPN updates.
It used to be newspapers. Men would bring the newspapers.
Got to get the fantasy team, the football and the baseball, and get all the scores of the day. But
my husband doesn't do that. So what is he doing? I mean, he's not
What
into
is your
sports.
husband? Is he looking at cars? Like, what is he doing? He's not into sports, right?
No.
They just, what is
But
he,
it's
does he bring his
weird.
phone in? Does he read the paper?
Oh, yeah, he does not read the paper. No, my dad always brought the paper. Yeah.
The magazine.
Because they know it's going to take a while. I've tried to ask Dave. He gets so mad at me. He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, but
does he take his phone in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
he's taking
that's
his
what they're doing.
laptop
they're on their phone.
But
wait, did you just say he takes a laptop in?
Sometimes.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I probably should cut this out. It's disgusting. It's whatever you're taking in. Like they've done research. Like, do you know all the poop stuff's in the air and it gets on your whatever you're bringing in there? Yeah.
This is really
it's gross.
I'm sorry.
It is. It's disgusting.
Phone is one thing.
Yeah. Hey, he's in there. I would like to curse right now. Like 20 minutes. No joke. I have a son, okay, who will be, I assume, a man one day.
Is he going to inherit this?
Yeah, right? Like right now he doesn't take 15 minutes for things to form. I don't understand what's going on. What is going on? You become a man.
Maybe he has like
and I'm not being sexist. I am saying, I just really want to know if there's developmentally, physically have have all the male parts. No offense against someone who doesn't, but does it all of a sudden you have digestive issues? Are you constipated? Like, I'm sorry, we're going to go on. I could go on about this for 20 minutes.
You're reminding me of before we wrap this part up because it's great. So many people can relate to that, but it's almost like those commercials, and I don't know who puts them out, but it's like when you turn into like your dad. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's like I swear it's like a home insurance commercial or something. Those are one of my favorite commercials, other than DirecTV. Remember, I was crying. This was like pre-COVID. The DirecTV, the ones we've talked about this one. All right, we gotta move on.
Turn into your dad.
Your son is gonna turn into Dave.
No, he better not. He's not allowed to bring anything in there. He doesn't have any electronics at this point, but he doesn't bring toys in. It's not like he's like, hey, let me walk in with some toys. Like, be a while. Why?
Look, it sounds like a Seinfeld episode too.
I know.
I mean, there was one about like taking a shower and washing your salad, like your vegetables.
Oh god, that was so gross.
Kramer was like, do you remember that one?
Oh god, yeah. Ugh, that was really gross.
Right? Where he would bring the vegetables and water.
That was really gross. Mm-hmm.
There has to be one about the bathroom. George takes his shirt off to go to the bathroom. That was a thing. But I'm trying to remember if there was anything else about the bathroom, but it was always a newspaper back then. Anyway, all right, let's move on.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great though.
So wait a minute, oh my god. I lost my part. So basically
she leaves.
She's like, she gets pissed off that they're talking about her. Her sister's like, we just want to help. And then she's like, you would have never bitten Holly's head off if we, said that. She's like, real life's happening now. What are you doing? You're in your 40, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. She goes to Joel. By the way, the outdoor light is on at Joel's house, and I don't know why. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the part where I told Diana, I was like, there's definitely a part that's like awesome and you're going to die. That she spots what she calls dream board, because I don't think we talked about this. Say it really fast. Diana didn't know what a vision board was. Mm-hmm. It was like, 2022. Like, you'll make fun of me for things. And I'm like, you're the one who watches shows on your phone. You have no clue how to use Instagram. I taught you how to use Snapchat. And I'm the older one.
And TikTok.
Yeah. You don't know how to put a link on your story.
Nope. Still can't figure it out.
But you didn't know what a vision board was.
Okay. No. And that's like a craft. Yeah. No clue.
Well, yeah. But it doesn't have to be so crafty like him. I mean, he had all the pictures and stuff. Anyway, so she's like making fun of his vision board. I think she's also, she's jealous. She looks at it like, you are of me.
Yeah.
With my vision board.
That's right.
Anyway, she looks at it. She's like naming everything, and she just starts like ripping it apart. She's like, "You think you're going to do this here?" Basically, she's taking out on him what her sister said to her, which was, I felt really bad for him.
Yeah.
She like basically quotes her sister. You know, she's like,
"Yeah,
we're 40."
She's training up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Says it's not going to happen. He says we deserve to be happy. And she's like, I don't know. I look like I'm really loud on the volume, so I'm getting scared.
Uh-oh.
Well, you would tell me, right? If I screamed in your ear. I'm
Yeah.
really trying to, yeah. Where are we? So she leaves. She likes to do that. And he's like, don't leave. Yeah.
I know.
I feel bad. So then they show this like scenes from the town, and there's a store called Man Happiness. Did you see that? Did you see the store called Man Happiness?
No.
It was in black writing on like a brick building. I meant to Google it.
Okay.
Then there's a montage of her like working, sleeping, driving. She looks lonely. She's like eating by herself at work. Right. She drives to Holly's girlfriend's house, and I'm so happy because I was thinking about this in the first episode. I was like, where's the girlfriend? Like, where's the former girlfriend and stuff? And her name's Kim. Basically, Sam tells her she doesn't know how to be happy here without her, which was very sad. Mm-hmm. Kim says it's hard. Like, she starts to go into it. First, she didn't want to get out of bed in the morning, and then her current girlfriend comes outside, right, and basically says, the first thing Sam said when she saw her was like, wow, you got the boat, like, because I guess they had talked about getting a boat. Mm-hmm. And I like that Kim says, like, buy the boat, like, do it, do the things you want to do, basically YOLO, right?
That's something my sister would say, 100%.
Yeah.
She's like, take the vacation,
right?
The boat,
yeah, do it. So then we go to her parents and her mom. Well, no, she's not there, but her mom is probably drunk, right? And is like, I'm going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And her dad is like, no, let me drive you. And then she runs over his foot.
Runs him over. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then Sam goes to Joel's to apologize, says, basically, she's like, you have it all mapped out, and I don't, and she doesn't know what makes her happy. Yeah.
This was awesome.
And he says, well, singing makes her happy. And she says, yes, but it also breaks her heart. And Holly had given her money to record songs, and she just never played them for her because she didn't think she was any good. She doesn't think she's any good at anything. She apologizes and says she doesn't think she's friend material. And Joel says she's overthinking that. And he's like, just meh. And she's like, meh. And he's like, meh, meh. I'm doing it wrong, too, because he was a little bit more whiny, like, meh. And then he's like, well, yeah, but I thought I was a little more masculine.
Yeah, right.
Again,
right.
I wonder if it's improvised. I have to look.
Yeah.
I have to look it up. Then he's like, want to do some Zumba? She's like, no. He's like, you owe me. So then they start doing Zumba. He had a great headband on, and, you know, like before she came there, he was doing Zumba facing that garage door. I mean, that's a little depressing. Is it dark in there?
Little,
Meh. And they were, meh. I can't do it right.
It was his little home gym. It was adorable.
It was. He's adorable.
And super cute. And I'm excited. I'm hoping that she does bring in the 70s and 80s tunes out, because she was talking about some good singers,
the music, like the sheet music she had. Yeah.
I can't wait. So hopefully that comes into play the next episode.
And one of our longtime loyal listeners, my friend, said she watched, like, she hadn't watched the show until I said we were doing it for our podcast. So there you go. You're welcome, HBO. And she already watched the whole entire season because she loved it so much. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
it's easy to watch.
Jealous.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait. Now I can watch. I was like, oh my God, I kind of want to watch the third one, but now we can.
I'm probably going to watch it tonight. I'm so excited to see the next episode. I love this show.
Yeah.
Love it.
Can't get enough of it.
Love it. Mm-hmm.
All right. Hopefully this makes it to YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be great. You can see our smiling faces.
Yes.
And our cups.
And I actually blew dry my hair today.
You blew dry?
I blew dry it. I blowed it dry. What? How do you say it? No, it's blue.
You blew it dry.
I blew it dry. Blowed it. I got a blowout from myself.
Mine was curled today. It's tiny now, but.
And I
did a blowout.
I did a blowout of myself by myself. And so you know all the places to find us, and we would seriously take you up on it if you or no, you guys take us up on it. You want to be a guest here? Maybe we do a little. No, we're not doing any contests because they don't go so well.
No more contests.
If you want to be on the show,
yeah, you could definitely join us and help us dissect one of the episodes and give us your thoughts on it.
And you know what I was thinking actually. It's like a little swap. If you listen to our show and you like it, that's great. And if you have your own business, side hustle, something you would want to promote, then you can promote it. So you can come on, you could be our guest and talk about the show and promote whatever you would like. And then you also you get people to listen, right? Your friends and family. Right. Get more listeners. Yeah. All right. Hit us up, HomeBodiesOnly@gmail.com. And we're on the talk, even though you'll see a video not about the podcast.
That's all good.
On there today. All right.
Yeah. TikTok. Don't stop. All right.
Bye.